Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. One of the biggest and most interesting talking points after Avengers Endgame was Captain Marvel's role in the actual movie itself, or rather the lack thereof. The Russo brothers would later go on to explain that Avengers Endgame was very much about the core Avengers. As Infinity War was about Thanos, the Russos wanted to focus completely on the team and how they rebuild it, with Captain Marvel playing an integral role at the end of the movie, but overall, Endgame not being Captain Marvel 2. In fact, a lot, if not all of the major characters moving forward were sidelined in Avengers Endgame. Characters like Spider-Man, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, and of course Captain Marvel all sidelined for the big finale of Endgame. However, as we've reported on before, Captain Marvel was actually set to make her appearance way before Endgame and her own movie. And yes, she was in fact teased in Infinity War, but she was actually going to make her first debut in Avengers Age of Ultron, as Joss Whedon really wanted to have the character at his disposal at a future date, and thought that the character of Captain Marvel was exceptionally interesting. In fact, the Russo brothers revealed that very early on conceptually, they did have Captain Marvel play a role in Infinity War, and there were plans way before for Captain Marvel to be a part of a sort of new Avengers group that would form after Age of Ultron, with a lot of the other main Avengers after Age of Ultron such as Iron Man and Thor going off on their own adventures. But today, we actually have an official in-depth explanation on exactly why the Russo brothers decided to keep Captain Marvel out of Infinity War, but also why they thought it was a phenomenal idea to tease Captain Marvel specifically at the end of Infinity War, and why it worked better than any other movie. Before we jump into the explanation though, I do want to remind you guys about the giveaway. At 250k, we will be announcing the next winner of an Infinity War Hot Toy highly detailed figure. So if you haven't yet, please enter that giveaway. The rules will follow at the end of the video. But now, back to the topic at hand. On the Happy Sad Confused podcast, the Russo brothers were directly asked why they did not want to include Captain Marvel in Avengers Infinity War, although there were various rumors that she would in fact officially appear and play a big role in that movie, to which Anthony Russo responded with this: "We also very much wanted to include Captain Marvel in Infinity War. However, it was also very important for us to commit. We wanted to commit to this ending very hard. We didn't want to go past this ending very much at all." Here, he's clearly talking about the ending where Thanos ultimately wins and succeeds in wiping out half of all life in the universe. The importance of Avengers Infinity War was to bring the MCU to its lowest point possible, and as I'm about to explore, the Russo brothers did want to have a spark of hope, just not too much of it. They wanted to make it very clear that this was Thanos' movie and Thanos' ultimate goal was achieved, and they didn't want that to be overshadowed. And the Russo brothers also believed that Captain Marvel appearing and playing a big role in Infinity War might have just done that. Joe Russo would actually chime in and say this about the Captain Marvel end credit scene: "We considered not doing any tags. Then we thought maybe it was too brutal. Everything's about trying to find a certain balance." So here, Joe Russo actually talks about how they considered not having any post-credit scenes in Avengers Infinity War. But again, they didn't want people to be left off on such a bad note that they thought there was no future moving forward. So they decided to bring us to a low point, but then give us a tiny spark of hope with Captain Marvel, instead of a major spark of hope and having her be present the entire film. But what are your guys' thoughts on this? And ultimately, do you guys think it was a wise decision for the Russo brothers not to have Captain Marvel appear in Infinity War? Personally, I really do, and I also like the role that she played in Endgame, although it wasn't a major one. Infinity War and Endgame was a farewell to the core Avengers characters that we've grown and loved all this time. And again, Captain Marvel and other characters are a next generation. Without a doubt, those characters will have a big definitive ending of their own, in which point they will have the spotlight. But Infinity War and Endgame are not about these brand new characters. It's about the core 6 original Avengers. Therefore, they were rightfully sidelined. But again, guys, that's just my opinion on the topic. But what are your thoughts on these Russo brothers' comments made about why Captain Marvel was not in Infinity War? Again, don't forget to enter the Infinity War Hot Toy Figure giveaway. We'll go over the rules right now. To enter that, all you have to do is like this video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and let me know below what your favorite moment in Endgame was. Thank you guys as always so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button to assemble and join our team, and have a great day.